Lust, the intense craving for sensory pleasures, can cloud our minds and lead us away from a life of peace and balance. Buddha's teachings offer profound insights into how we can overcome the destructive nature of lust and cultivate self-control. Here's how you can fight lust and regain control over your desires. Understand the root of lust. Buddha taught that lust arises from ignorance and attachment. It's not just about physical desires, it's about the mind's attachment to pleasure. To overcome lust, you first need to understand its root. Realize that lust is a form of craving that traps the mind in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. True freedom comes when you see lust for what it truly is, an impermanent, fleeting sensation. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, a core teaching of Buddha, is essential for overcoming lust. When you feel overwhelmed by desire, pause and observe your thoughts without judgment. By being fully present, you can detach from the craving and see it as just another passing thought. Through mindfulness, you can reduce the power that lust holds over you. Recognize impermanence. Buddha taught that everything is impermanent, this includes our desires. Lust feels powerful in the moment, but like all emotions, it fades with time. By recognizing the impermanent nature of lust, you can weaken its hold on you. Remember, the pleasure you seek is temporary, and chasing it only leads to more craving and dissatisfaction. Cultivate contentment. Lust thrives on the belief that we need something outside of ourselves to be happy. Buddha's teachings emphasize contentment, finding peace and satisfaction with what you have. By cultivating gratitude and focusing on the present, you shift your mind away from cravings and toward a state of inner fulfillment. Avoid temptation. One of the simplest ways to overcome lust is to avoid the triggers that lead to it. Buddha taught that we must be mindful of our environment and the influences we allow into our lives. If certain people, places, or situations fuel your desires, take a step back. Create a life that supports your efforts to remain in control of your mind. Practice right action. Buddha's teaching of right action encourages us to behave in ways that support a life of virtue and self-control. When faced with lust, choose actions that reflect wisdom and compassion. By making decisions that align with your higher values, you strengthen your ability to resist temptation and act with integrity. Transform desire into compassion. Buddha taught that we can transform harmful desires into something positive. Instead of letting lust consume you, shift your focus outward, toward others. Practice compassion, helping those in need, and channel the energy of desire into meaningful, selfless actions. This transformation leads to deeper fulfillment and helps weaken the grip of lust. Meditate on loving kindness. Metta, or loving-kindness meditation, helps you develop compassion for yourself and others. Buddha taught that by cultivating feelings of goodwill and love, you can reduce harmful desires like lust. Meditate on sending love to yourself, to those around you, and even to people you struggle with. This practice softens the heart and reduces the cravings that lead to lustful thoughts. Detach from sensory pleasures. Lust is fueled by the desire for sensory pleasures, things that please the eyes, ears, taste, touch, and mind. Buddha advised detaching from these fleeting pleasures and seeking satisfaction from within. When you realize that external pleasures only bring temporary joy, you become less dependent on them. Instead, focus on cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Develop wisdom. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of wisdom in overcoming desires like lust. Wisdom allows you to see the true nature of reality, that clinging to desires only leads to suffering. Through meditation, reflection, and learning, cultivate the wisdom that frees you from the cycle of craving. The more you understand, the easier it becomes to let go of harmful desires. Overcoming lust isn't about repressing desire, it's about understanding and transforming it. By following Buddha's teachings on mindfulness, wisdom, and compassion, you can free yourself from the grip of lust and live a life of balance and peace. Remember, true happiness comes from within, not from external desires.